Please stand clear of the podcast. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pixie Dust Podcast, where we will be bringing you a sprinkle of magic in less than 30 minutes. I'm Matt.
And I'm Melissa.
And we're here to bring you some Disney magic.
And today, as a special treat, we will be recording in front of a live studio audience. Hi, audience!
Hello!
Hi! Woo! Well, that was enthusiastic.
Thank you.
Nice, strong audience tonight. All right, well, let's jump right into the Disney news, starting with Villains Unleashed. Take it away, Melissa.
Okay, well, on August 23rd at Hollywood Studios, Disney unleashed 50 villains on the people visiting Hollywood Studios.
It's a lot of villains.
It was, at the event called Villains Unleashed. Well, all I have to say is, what an event. I thought it was just great. You know, they had Oogie Boogie's Freaky Funhouse, which is one of the dance party funhouse-themed events they had going on. And I just have to say that I was really happy to see them incorporate Oogie Boogie, which is one of my favorite villains from The Nightmare Before Christmas, into this event. Because you really don't see Oogie Boogie that much, do you?
No, you don't see him at all.
So that was pretty cool. And they had really nice villain-themed desserts. I think I saw a hot dog that had Maleficent's face on it, which is pretty...
That's an interesting dessert, a hot dog.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was cool that Maleficent's face was on it.
Yes.
But
I heard that they ran out of them very quickly. A lot of villain enthusiasts were there. And we mean a lot. It's probably almost filled the park capacity. It was pretty crowded. But we got to do some things, and the fireworks were great. What did you think of the fireworks?
Oh, I know people are going to kill me when they hear me say this, but I thought the fireworks was one of the best fireworks shows I've ever seen at Disney. Oh, I'm a big Villains fan, and I love things that are a little bit more creepy, like one of my favorite rides is the Haunted Mansion, which we'll be talking about later. But I just thought that the villain-themed fireworks were fantastic.
They really were very intense. Low pyro, high pyro.
I love the theme music was excellent. And another thing that was cool was that villains walked around the streets of America. Some villains you had to wait online for it, and yes, there were long lines, which was expected for this kind of event.
Yes, we heard 3 hours for Constantine, 3 hours for Maleficent.
Well, I was actually
some of those big characters were really.
I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed that I didn't get to see Constantine because actually, wasn't the guy...
The actual actor himself was playing Constantine.
And I thought that was really cool. But that line filled up right when the event started, basically.
Yeah, everybody just ran there, and some people even skipped the opening ceremony there, but I thought that was one of the highlights of the night. Hades comes out, and he's like introducing all these villains, and they're all coming out and showing their stuff, and it was...
Right. It was really cool. Of course, you know, the master of ceremonies, Hades.
He was hilarious.
He was so funny, along with, of course, his sidekicks, Pain and Panic, and Meg came out, Megra. So, there's a couple of villains that walked around. Gaston walked around, one of my personal favorites. I'm sure the ladies will agree. Cruella de Vil, we had to wait online for her, but she was fantastic. She was always a pleasure to interact with. Dr. Facilier was also one of the characters that we saw. Darth Vader was there.
There was a lot of Star Wars there. That drew a lot of people. Jango Fett, Darth Maul, Vader, of course, and a couple other...
In the Star Wars area of the park.
Yes.
Also, just a couple of other villains walking around. Stromboli was there, which we never see Stromboli.
And Honest John and Gideon, all three of them from Pinocchio.
Right.
One of the classics.
And Lady Tremaine and her two daughters, Anastasia and Drizella, were also there.
And also from Stitch, Captain Gantu and Hamsterville. I mean...
You never see them.
That was Hamsterville's debut. Gantu was there, I think, for the other villains event when they had the 13, but I'm not sure about that. But...
And, of course, you have Jafar and, you know, all the other classic villains.
All good guys. Well, bad guys.
Well,
anyway.
But all villains that we love. So, I guess that's all.
That's all for villains.
But I thought it was a great thing. I hope they have another event like that. A little bit more controlled next time. A little bit more organized.
Selling less tickets would be the ideal thing, and just trying to get less people in, because people love the villains. Having multiples, like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, there's 26 of them.
Right.
Let's do the same with villains. Maybe not 26, but 5 or 6.
Oh, and another villains that I have to mention were the hyenas from...
The hyenas from the Lion
King that you never see them out.
My favorite movie. They're at Mickey's Not So Scary, too, I think, so there's a chance to see them in the parade.
Right. I wish that Jack and Sally were there, though.
Yeah, but
But Mickey's not so scary.
Villains.
They're not villains, but
Villains Unleashed.
that's true. But I wish.
Anyway,
I just wish they were there.
Let's stay in Hollywood studios and talk about something that has taken the summer by storm, and we mean a snowstorm. Frozen Summer Fun. For the first time in forever, they had this Frozen Summer Fun, and there was a lot of things to do. We had took this Olaf, and you took him around the park, and you took pictures, and you
put him on Instagram.
Or Twitter.
Or Instagram.
And Instagram, and you hashtag Olaf Summer Vacation.
Right.
And there's a chance you get in the fireworks show. I was one of those lucky people.
Oh!
So it was interesting, but we had a kind of a bad spot. But that's another story. What else was there? Oh, we had Wandering Oaken's Trading Post.
Woohoo!
Big summer blowout. And all of the cast members were dressed in sweaters, and they had the hats, and it was
I actually
cool.
I actually went up to one of the workers there, one of the cast members, and I said, can you tape? Can I tape you saying hoo hoo? And of course they did it for me, and it was awesome. I had that on tape now, so of course I would be the one to go up there and say, can I tape you? Not creepy at all, but.
And they also had some other great stuff. They had Anna and Elsa's Royal Welcome, which was a parade. Anna and Elsa came in, and everybody in the Kingdom of Hollywood land welcomed them, and they
awesome.
went on the stage. They gave them flowers. It was a nice thing. Let's see, what else do we have? The sing-along.
Oh, that was a hoot.
That was popular. You had to go get tickets. You went in there. It was a great show.
It was
very
a great
funny.
show.
The Arendelle historians were...
Oh, they were hilarious.
And this Frozen Summer Fun was so popular that they decided to extend it through September 28th. And the sing-along show and Wandering Oaken's Trading Post are extended indefinitely. So they will continue to be there for our Frozen fans.
Right. And didn't I see in Frozen and Wandering Oaken's all Frozen merchandise?
All Frozen merchandise.
That you can't really...
I actually had some Frozen snacks. I had like an Olaf mushroom thing. That was really good. Just walking around Hollywood.
Anna and Elsa cupcakes, Olaf cupcakes. They looked really good.
Really good stuff.
Frozen merchandise that I don't think you can find everywhere in the park, right? That's just specific to that store, some of the items?
Well, it depends. It's kind of everywhere in Disney World. You see an Anna and Elsa t-shirt here and there.
Right, but there are other items that you can't...
But that was the main shop for them. But, of course, the highlight of your Frozen evening was the fireworks spectacular, which took place in between the two Fantasmics. Now, that was one problem because it was kind of hard to get to both on the same night, but Frozen fireworks were spectacular.
Spectacular.
They really were. And it was nice to hear the music.
Oh, yeah.
We've heard it many times, but it was nice to hear it.
Well, it was nice that it was set to the fireworks and Let It Go, of course, now that, I've heard it 100 million times.
Let It Go is a big hit. But, of course, for you Frozen fans, this is not the end of Frozen. As a few weeks ago, it was announced over at Epcot that Maelstrom will be closing on October 5th, and a new Frozen ride will open in early 2016.
In the Norway Pavilion.
In the Norway Pavilion at Epcot, at
right.
World Showcase. Now, that has been causing controversy.
A lot of controversy.
The people are like, oh, well, why taking away Maelstrom? It's such a classic attraction. Yes, I agree, but Epcot has been lower in attendance than Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom. So Frozen will bring those kids in, and as we've seen, it's been bringing a lot of people over to Magic Kingdom for their meet and greet.
Right.
Which will be moving back to Epcot.
It was
that's going to be a busy area.
108 minutes. That's the highest I can remember.
Yeah, I told someone waited 5 hours.
Right. Oh my
8
goodness.
hours, actually. 8 hours.
Well, we also went the last week of August, so
Yeah, I got a Fast Pass for them. That Fast Pass Plus was great.
Yeah. I wasn't the lucky ones who was able to get a Fast Pass for that because they were all taken by the time I was making my Fast Passes, but...
And, of course, Frozen doesn't stop at Epcot. It continues on to Magic Kingdom. As you know, it's already part of the Celebrate the Magic projection show, where Elsa sings Let It Go. But now, every night starting November 5th for the Christmas season, Queen Elsa will come out and turn Cinderella Castle into an ice palace.
Oh, that's going to be so nice.
That's going to be nice for all those Frozen fans out there.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody who maybe is not familiar with Frozen, which... I don't think anybody is.
If you're a Disney fan, you know Frozen.
I think if you're anybody, you're familiar with Frozen. So, moving right along. Oh, more Frozen.
Of course.
There will be a Frozen short film coming out in spring of 2015 called Frozen Fever, and it will feature Anna, and it's her birthday, and Queen Elsa and Kristoff are trying to make a nice birthday party for her. But, of course, Elsa probably does something wrong, as usual. And,
I really hope Olaf's there.
Oh, of course Olaf's going to be there. He's everybody's favorite, you know.
Of course.
You take a lovable, cute snowman. You take Josh Gad. You put his voice in him. And that's just great. And
it just
of course,
makes sense.
We have one more. Oh God. Oh man. We have one more Frozen thing, and then I promise no more Frozen for the rest of the evening.
Come on, would you just let it go?
So, for those of you who watch the ABC series Once Upon a Time, I know I just started.
I know I have been binge watching it because it is just the best show.
I'm in the middle of second season. I'm continuing on. I gotta get, because season 4 premieres on September 28th, and
love that show.
And Elsa and Anna and Kristoff will all be there.
Woo!
So we should.
You think Olaf will make an appearance?
I don't know. I'm not the writers. So, for those of you who watch that, that's something to look forward to.
Oh, I know I am.
Or maybe some of you aren't looking forward to it, depending on your feelings toward Frozen. So, we're going to continue to a more general topic in Disney World, and that is called My Magic Plus. Now, this has been phased in since 2013, around October, and we've had Fast Pass Plus and Photo Pass and Memory Maker and all that stuff. So, I'll explain a little bit about that. Fast Pass Plus, for those of you who don't know, you get 3 Fast Passes a day for each day of your trip. You can't park hop, which is kind of a bummer, but it works out. And make sure you go for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train every day you're at Magic Kingdom, because we know that was a long wait, right?
A long wait. A long wait.
So, or the other secret is go on at the last minute. You get on in about half hour.
Oh.
So that's my little tip of the day. So basically, we're just going to give our opinions on how we thought it was. Melissa, how was your experience with it? You were off property. You weren't staying on a Disney-owned hotel.
Right. For this trip, my family actually owns a timeshare. It is on Disney property, but it's not affiliated with Disney, called Bonnet Creek, the Wyndham timeshare. And we weren't able to, unfortunately, get the perks that the people who are staying on property resort are getting. Like, we don't get the extra magic hours or magic bands. We actually had to pay $12.95 for a magic band, but let me tell you, it was so worth it. We were there for about 7 days, and it was so much easier than having to take out your card, take out your photo pad every time you wanted to get a picture, every time you wanted to go on a ride. You had to take out your card for Fast Pass, and I just thought the magic band was so easy. And, that's all linked up to My Disney Experience on your cell phone, your smartphone. But, of course, nothing's perfect, and that had a few glitches, like when it erased my Seven Dwarf Mine Train Fast Pass, which I was not too happy about. But I was able to get on.
My experience, I was on property, staying at Pop Century, and my experience with it, had no problems at all. All my Fast Passes worked. I was able to go to the kiosk and get some extra Fast Passes. But
right, that was excellent. How after you used your 3 Fast Passes for the day, you got to go to one of the kiosks, and they were able to hook you up with one more Fast Pass, and then,
You keep getting more if there's available, which the availability is not bad in late August.
I know that I was able to ride my new favorite ride, Space Mountain, 4 times in one day, which was awesome, because I am one of the few people who do not like roller coasters, but my sister dragged me on, and I am now a Space Mountain enthusiast. I just love it.
You've conquered the mountains.
I conquered all 3 of the mountains this past trip, and I am just loving it. I can't wait till I go back next time and do it all over again.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I should get, a pin, they should give out a button. I conquered all 3 Magic Kingdom mountains.
Nah, they should give you a shirt.
They should, exactly. I like that idea. That's patent pending.
Continuing on with My Magic Plus now, we have the Memory Maker. Now, if you don't have the Memory Maker, as Woody would say, if you don't have one, get one! Because it was the best thing since sliced bread. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was great. As you were on the rides, it scanned your Magic Band on the ride. So you got off. You didn't have to scan for the picture. You just got off, continue what you were doing, didn't waste any time.
That was excellent.
Got pictures. It was great. And for the photo pass, still works the same. They scan your thing. Works great.
I thought it was.
Awesome.
I think this was an awesome.
I think they're doing a good job.
I think
with
it's
this
an awesome
memory
idea with
maker, and so.
You know, if you just take a look at the evolution of the Fast Pass system over the years with Disney, I just think it's incredible how we went from paper, you know, just handing tickets off to now it's all on your wrist. Your dining reservations, you can hook your debit card up to. Am I right? Like you can hook you know, that's dangerous. Just swiping your Magic Band. I'll take everything in the store. Just charge it to my room.
Let's be honest. Taking money to Disney World is dangerous.
Yeah.
Spend it all.
I know. I blew many a paycheck there.
Question. And I'm going to add one little thing, since we're talking about pictures and stuff. We had the opportunity to meet Mickey Mouse in the Town Square Theater.
Oh, talking Mickey.
And it was great. You go up there and he speaks to you, and you're just like speechless. You're like, what do I say to him?
Can I just say that I teared up a little bit?
Of course.
Is that
I got to he did his magic card trick and everything with me. It was great. It was an
awesome interaction.
It's cool. It's like they're going the extra mile for things. It's just great how they've advanced in technology. Thinking of starting in 1971 with the e-tickets, and now we're Fast Pass Plus, and it's crazy how much the Disney World has evolved in 40-something years. So continuing on, we're going to go to the Magic Kingdom, and something currently going on is one of everybody's favorite events, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yes.
Now, can you believe Halloween time has already returned to the Magic Kingdom?
I cannot. Because
I
blink of an eye.
The first of 26 Halloween parties started on September 1st, and they're continuing through the end of October. Actually, beginning of November. No, end of October. So,
fact checkers.
Yeah, gotta verify all my facts. And for those of you who are really into following the event and everything, you've heard that they had this game or something called Mayhem at the Mansion, where you got to find the hitchhiking ghosts around Magic Kingdom on your phone. But for some reason, they had technical issues with it, so we don't know. They pulled it, and they pulled it off the App Store. And it's kind of a shame because it looks cool. I guess they just couldn't come through with the technology. They'll probably figure it out next year.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know them. But anyway, there's great stuff there. There's Mickey's Booty Parade, Hollow Wishes.
Now can we see Jack and Sally?
Jack and Sally
Woo!
Are there. And I think there's something after you leave after the first parade, they're like by the exit or something.
Really?
So that's like a little tip. And there's great things, trick-or-treating, everybody dresses up in costume. They have villains, mix and mingle show. It's all, and they've added something new this year too, the villain soiree. You go up into where Cinderella's Royal Table is, and there's like dessert, and there's some villains there doing meet and greets and stuff.
Is that for an extra fee, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure how much it is. But
that's so cool. I would definitely do that.
If you're interested in that, people like villains, check that out. And check out all different things on the Disney Parks blog. That's where we get our information.
It's all verified.
The reliable source right from Disney. And we're going to stay in Magic Kingdom because Melissa has something else to tell us about over in Liberty Square.
Right. Now, as I mentioned before, the Haunted Mansion ride is one of my favorite attractions in Disney. And as some of you know, the former Yankee Trader Shop in Liberty Square closes its doors on July 27th this year to make room for 999 happy haunts.
But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers?
Now it's being transformed into a Haunted Mansion-themed shop inspired by Madame Leota that will feature Haunted Mansion-themed apparel, home goods, souvenirs, and more. I think this is going to be really cool. I can't wait to get some souvenirs that's Haunted Mansion-themed. I've always looked for them in the shops and up and down Main Street, and I really couldn't find anything that was specific to Haunted Mansion, except when it gets closer to Halloween time.
Yeah, I think it'll be nice to have something all year round with Haunted Mansion merchandise. It's one of the most popular attractions at Disney World, and it's opening day attraction too, so it's been good on the people.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that Disney's actually taking the Haunted Mansion and making it a little bit bigger out than just the attraction. It's going to have its own shop now.
Yeah, they're extending it 100 feet outside of the attraction.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So you can visit that shop this fall to see spooky souvenirs materialize. And don't forget to bring your death certificate.
Hurry back. Okay, so you mind bringing up the notes here so I can... Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, New Fantasyland.
Oh,
we
New
finally got to New
Fantasyland.
Fantasyland.
Finally.
So, you start.
Okay.
Give us your opinions.
Well, I just gotta say that I am thrilled that I was able to visit New Fantasyland this time.
Oh, I was like a kid in a candy store running through there, man. It was great.
Well, like most of you folks out there, Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast are my two all-time favorite Disney movies. They're classics to me. So I was really happy to see those movies come to life before my eyes. Like, I got to see the Beast Castle, and I got to eat in the Beast Castle with the Beast himself. That was just awesome to me. And the Little Mermaid Journey Under the Sea ride was fantastic. You know, we saw Sebastian and Scuttle, and, of course, my favorite Prince Eric. But, so I thought that was excellent. And, of course, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was so much fun. It felt like I was going through the mines with them. In a mine. I thought it was awesome. So, and I got to meet Gaston there. Oh, it was just the best interaction.
I missed him, unfortunately, because I went there and they closed the line off, and by the time we got back, he
was gone. He went back.
He went to go look for Belle. So
too late, buddy.
Yeah, it's a little late now. But I agree with you. Everything was fantastic. I really loved the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I think it's the technology in that. I'm going to go a little more detailed here. The audio animatronics were spectacular, their facial expressions. But the best part of the whole ride, you're going up the big lift, shadows on the side, hi-ho.
I thought it was so great. I love how they did that.
Sorry, I was a little off tune on that hi-ho. But anyway, they're all going up. It's just like in the movie where the shadows are coming up, and I was like, this is like my childhood.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I'm in my childhood, so it was really great. Of course, I love Little Mermaid. Ariel's my favorite princess. I love her hair.
Do you wish you had her hair? No, I'm just kidding.
No, because then it takes long. Anyway. So
it takes too long to shampoo.
It takes too long to shampoo. It's kind of, you gotta brush it with your dingle hopper.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, what about the Festival Fantasy Parade now? That's one of the best parades in Magic Kingdom I've ever seen since the Sheraton Come True in 2001. That was another good one. But Festival of Fantasy.
I thought it was awesome. Awesome. You saw Merida, you saw Naveen and Tiana, Anna and Elsa, of course. Pinocchio's there. Flynn Rider is there. I know that a lot of the ladies were upset when they pulled Flynn Rider from the meet and greet area because he used to be there. I'm not quite sure why they pulled him away, but he's a favorite. Who else was there? Of course, Rapunzel was there. Cinderella. And the piece de resistance. Maleficent was there in the dragon form, and she didn't just appear. Fire came out of her mouth.
Oh, now. Fire appeared? That was awesome, wasn't it? I really loved it. I felt like I was kind of in Phantasmic. Anyway.
I thought it was amazing.
Which we all love Phantasmic.
And of course, you had our favorite host and hostess, Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, of course, they're in the end there with the hot air balloon.
Right.
And Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, your favorite.
He's my buddy. I love Jiminy Cricket.
Everybody's buddy. Let your conscience be your guide.
He's my conscience. When I hear that little voice in my head, I check my shoulders, make sure there's no cricket, and then I move along in my day.
And I just want to mention one more thing before we wrap it up here. I wanted to talk about Be Our Guest restaurant.
Oh, yeah. How did we skip over that? That's like the best. Go on.
And I've been to most of the... I want to say most, if not all, of the major restaurants in Magic Kingdom, including, Cinderella's Royal Table, now Be Our Guest. And I have to say that Be Our Guest restaurant not only was the atmosphere to the T what it was like in the movie, the food was incredible. I had the steak, which was the best steak I've ever had in my life. I had
pork chops, pretty good too.
And my mom had the lamb, I think.
The lamb, everybody raves about the lamb at Be Our Guest.
And I tried some, and it was excellent.
Yeah.
This French-inspired cuisine was just the best. It was divine. And then, of course, after you finish your meal, you got to have a little meet and greet with the host himself, the Beast. And, of course, I played around with him, and I said that I didn't sit in his chair, as Cogsworth says, not the master's chair. So, Cogsworth is my all-time favorite Disney character. But, well, I sat in the ballroom when I went. Where did you sit?
I sat in the ballroom, but I did visit the other two. I really liked the West Wing.
Oh, the West Wing was just great. You saw the rose drop, and then the picture changed for when he was Prince Adam to
Yeah, we were
the
standing there
Beast.
for 10 minutes, like, waiting for the picture to change. And,
I caught that on film, actually. I taped it.
Yeah, well, we saw it. I'm like, Dad, we got to tape this. And all right. So for 10 minutes. Whatever.
And
Anyway.
then, of course, you got to visit the Rose Room, which was so cute. It was wall-to-wall covered with pictures of Belle and Beast and
That's
all
what I
the
love.
friends
And
there.
The big statue in the middle was great, too.
It was really cool. Rotating statue, right.
But, of course, one of the other great parts of Be Our Guest was you got to try the gray stuff.
Oh, my
And-
favorite.
It was delicious.
It was delicious. So that was just amazing to me. I actually got to try the gray stuff. Who gets to say that? Except, now you can. But
everybody goes to Disney World.
But I thought that was just excellent. And, one of the downsides is it's so popular that you must book the reservation 180 days out.
Oh,
You must.
yeah, you have to.
You must. There is a quick service option, but that's even hard to get because they give out. It's almost like a fast pass system. Am I right? They give out.
Yeah, they're giving out. That's this new thing called ticket return time. They're using it for Anna and also too, and for Soarin', for people to come back to try to cut down the lines, so
Right.
people aren't kind of just blocking the ways and everything.
So I suggest if you would like to try and Be Our Guest, or if you have tried it already, if you want to eat there again, book as soon as you can. I know I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that next time too. And we all know a big part about Disney World is the food.
Yes.
So moving right along, we got two more things to talk about before we wrap up tonight. One thing is called Mini Disney World. Some of you have seen it on the Twitter page. I posted a couple pictures. More will be coming. And I started in 2010. It's a miniature version of Disney World that is located in my garage.
And it's just excellent.
Most people have cars in their garage. We have Disney World in our garage.
What's better? I'd rather have Disney World than a car.
Yes, and there's entertainment here and all that stuff. And there's a chance for you folks who are wherever you are. Some of you maybe in Florida, wherever you are, you can see it from home. We're going to do a live event for my Halloween party, and it's going to be on October 4th. We will get more details as to what time it starts and where to go for that. Mm-hmm. It'll probably be Ustream, but
I think it's just going to be an excellent event.
Yeah, it should be fun. We're going to be interviewing some Disney characters, too. And if we have trouble with the live stream, we will just take regular video as well and post the highlights onto our YouTube channel. We'll be interviewing...
We'll make a quick podcast that day, too.
Yeah, and whatever Disney characters show up, we'll interview them.
I know I have my
We shall see who
costume
shows
ready.
up. I invited all Disney characters. I invited the villains. I invited the princesses. I invited Mickey. Oh, no, he works here. So, anyway, that's that. More details for that will be on the Twitter page, and there might be a YouTube video or something explaining it. And so we have a trivia question now.
Right.
So the trivia question can be answered via Twitter, which is @PixDustPodcast.
PIX Dust Podcast.
Just in case you weren't sure how to spell Pix, you also helped us out. Or you could answer it on the YouTube comments right below this video that you are currently watching. Or, yeah, that's the only way you can do it.
Or you could visit our website.
Or you can visit the website, but to answer the trivia question, you have to do it in one of those two places.
Right.
And the trivia questions will be based on the Haunted Mansion, and this is for people who know their voices of Disney characters. The question is, who is the voice of the ghost host? The voice of the ghost host. So,
Ooh, that's toughy.
You know, the ghost host, for those of you who... Everybody knows who the ghost host is if you've been on Haunted Mansion. Who is the voice of the ghost host? And make sure you visit our website, pixiedustpodcast.wix.com/pixiedustpodcast. All right, well, that's going to conclude it.
I had a great time talking with you, Matt.
It was fun. It's nice to talk about Disney and to...
Entertain everybody.
And they'll be entertained when listening to this.
Well, thank you so much to our live audience. Bye.
I think we lost half of them, but we have a great audience. They did a great job. They were into it the whole time. And they're thunderously applauding. So, thanks for joining us here on the Pixie Dust Podcast. We probably went over our 30-minute limit, but that will close out next time. So,
have a magical day. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Matt, and we'll see ya real soon. That's good.
Bloopers. I don't want that.
Oh, gosh.